Michael Hastings feared his Mercedes had been tampered with. By Paul Joseph Watson, Infowars.com, August 22, 2013. The very day before a suspicious car crash claimed his life, journalist Michael Hastings feared his Mercedes had been tampered with and asked to borrow a friend's vehicle, telling her that he was scared and wanted to leave town. The revelation, which emerged in the LA Weekly interview with Jordana Thigpen, re-emphasizes the fact that Hastings was fearful for his safety, having complained of being under scrutiny by the FBI. Helicopters often circled over the hills, but Hastings believed there were more of them around whenever he was at home, keeping an eye on him. He came to believe his Mercedes was being tampered with. Nothing I could say could console him, Thigpen said. One night in June, he came to Thigpen's apartment after midnight and urgently asked to borrow her Volvo. He said he was afraid to drive his own car. She declined, telling him her car was having mechanical problems. He was scared and he wanted to leave town, she says. The next day, around 11:15 a.m., she got a call from her landlord who told her Hastings had died early that morning. His car had crashed into a palm tree at 75 miles per hour and exploded in a ball of fire. Hastings' concern that his Mercedes had been sabotaged will spur theories that his car crash was not an accident, despite the release of an autopsy report earlier this week which did not indicate any foul play. Although the autopsy report clearly indicated that the small amount of methamphetamine and marijuana found in Hastings' blood did not contribute to the crash, the mainstream media has gone out of its way to portray Hastings as a troubled drug user who had relapsed and was about to head into rehab. The day before he died, Hastings also warned in an email that his friends and colleagues were being interviewed by the FBI and told them to get a lawyer, stating he was onto a big story and needed to go off the radar for a bit. Friends confirmed that the journalist was very paranoid about the feds watching him. According to the whistleblower organization WikiLeaks, Hastings also contacted a WikiLeaks attorney just a few hours before he died, saying that the FBI was investigating him. The Department of Justice indicated in a court filing last week that the FBI does have documents on Hastings, despite the agency's initially denying it had ever had him under investigation. Speculation that Hastings could have been murdered centered around comments made by former Counter Czar Richard Clarke, who pointed out the ease with which modern vehicles could be hijacked via computer hacking. A Forbes video demonstrates how it is now possible to commandeer a car using an iPad. Other questions have surrounded surveillance camera footage of the crash, which appears to show 3 explosions before Hastings' Mercedes came to a stop. Witnesses also describe explosions, with some comparing the sound to bomb blasts. Many automotive experts have pondered why the Mercedes violently exploded into flames. Hello, friends. LA here from Kingdom Knowledge. Have you heard about this story? Do you think Hastings was just paranoid? Could he have really been onto a big story? He said he feared for his life and then he ends up dead. Do you think this is nothing more than a coincidence? If Hastings did have a hot story, maybe he told someone. Please share your thoughts on this latest conspiracy theory. Just because at this time it is just a theory, which means it has not yet been proven, doesn't mean that it's not true. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace and love.